Namaste students. Now we can see the some examples, that is how to name the coordination compounds. Okay, this is the first compound I have taken as an example, that is CrNH3 tries H2O tries Cl3. Okay, here in this compound chromium is the central metal ion, NH3 tries and H2O tries, these two are the ligands, and Cl3, it is the counter ion. Okay, so while naming the coordination compounds, first we have to name the ligands. Okay, while naming the ligands we have to go for alphabetical order. Here NH3 and H2O, that is water, out of these two ligands NH3 comes first while naming, because NH3 it is amine and water it is named as aqua. Okay, compared to aqua, here amine comes first in the naming of the ligands, and number of the ligands it is 3. Okay, so if there is a presence of the 3 ligands, 4 ligands, then we can use the tri, tetra, penta, that is di, etc. Okay, and we are not supposed to consider this tri, penta, tetra, etc. in the naming of the ligands for the alphabetical order. Okay, just we have to consider the name of the ligands. Okay, so here we are having amines. Name of the ligands I will write now. It is triamine, and 3 molecules of water are there as the ligands. Again it is also triaqua, and we are having the chromium as the central metal ion in this case, and here it is the complex ion, and this is the cationic complex. Okay, when it is a cationic complex, name of the metal ion should name as it is having in its elemental order. Okay, so here it is triamine, triaqua, chromium. Okay, triamine, triaqua, chromium. Then we have to go for calculation of the oxidation number. So look at this one. Amine, it is a neutral ligand. Water molecule, it is also a neutral ligand. Okay, so but we are having outside this coordination sphere 3 chloride ions. It means 3 chloride ions means there is a presence of 3 negative ions. Okay, to nullify the 3 negative ions, chromium should possess the 3 positive charge. Okay, then only this whole molecule becomes the neutral. Okay, so here it is triamine, triaqua, chromium 3. Oxidation state of chromium is 3, chromium 3, and next you have to name the anionic part, that is the counter ion part, that is chloride. Okay, so while naming these counter ions, you are not supposed to mention the number of the counter ions, just you write the name of the counter ion, that is chloride. So here name of this compound is, it is triamine, triaqua, chromium 3 chloride. Second example is CO, NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2 tries, and it is enclosed in a square bracket, and it is twice SO4 tries. Okay, in this compound this part is the cationic part and this is the anionic part. Okay, so we have to first name the cationic part, then we have to move towards the anionic part. Okay, here NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2 tries. Okay, so this is the compound ethane 1, 2 diamine. While naming these types of the ligands, okay, because these are containing the numerical prefixes in the name of the ligands, and hence while mentioning the number of these type of the ligands in the prefixes, we have to use, that is, bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis, etc. Okay, so here there are three numbers of ethane 1, 2 diamine are attached to the cobalt. So here 3 means it is the tris. Okay, so here tris ethane 1, 2 diamine is the name of the ligand. Okay, so I will write that it is tris ethane 1, 2 diamine, and name of that compound or name of that ligand should placed in parenthesis. And next we have to name the central metal ion. What is the central metal ion here? It is the cobalt. Okay, and this is a cationic complex, and name of the central metal ion is as it is, that is cobalt. And next you have to mention the oxidation state of the central metal ion. Okay, here look at this one, ethane 1, 2 diamine. It is the neutral ligand. Neutral means it is having the zero charge. Okay, and sulfate ion, you know about sulfate ion. Sulfate ion, it is having the 2 minus charges. So 2 minus into 3 means total it is 6 minus charges you will get for 3 sulfate ions. Okay, when there is 6 negative charges present in this complex, okay, at the anionic part, then you should have the 6 positive charges at the cationic part. Okay, to have the 6 positive charge at the cationic part, okay, here cobalt should possess the +3 oxidation state. When it possesses +3 oxidation state, +3 into 2, it is the +6, and -6, finally you will get the neutral complex. So here tris ethane 1, 2 diamine, it is cobalt 3, and this is the sulfate. And look at this, there are 2 numbers of cationic part and 3 numbers of anionic part, but we are not supposed to mention the number of cations and number of anions while naming that coordination compound. Okay, so this is the second example. Next example is K2ZnOH4. In this complex, here potassium is the counter ion and zinc is the central metal ion, and OH minus hydroxide ions are the ligands. As per the rule, first we have to name the cationic part, then we have to move towards the anionic part. Okay, when there is a presence of counter ions at the left side of this coordination sphere, then that coordination sphere will be the negatively charged, or that coordination sphere will be anionic coordination sphere, and the counter ion will be the cationic one. Okay, so first you have to name the cation, that is the potassium, and give a space. Okay, then you have to name this coordination sphere. While naming this coordination sphere, first you have to name the ligands. Okay, how many ligands are there? There are 4 number of hydroxide ligands, and these hydroxide ions are the negatively charged ligands, and name of these hydroxide ions should end with the O. Okay, so here potassium, there are 4 number of hydroxides, so it is tetra hydroxido. Okay, and this complex is the anionic complex. When it is an anionic complex, Your name of the central metal ion should end with the suffix ATE. So name of the compound is, that is name of the central metal ion is the zinc, okay, and its name should end with the ATE, zincate. And now you have to mention the oxidation number, okay. So here K2, potassium always possessing +1 charge, 2 into +1 plus zinc, oxidation number of zinc you have to calculate and taken it as the X, plus 4 into oxidation number, that is charge on the hydroxide ions, it is -1, equals to charge on the complex, it is 0, equals to 0. Okay, so 2 plus X minus 4 equals to 0, and X equals to 2 minus 4, it is -2, X minus 2 equals to 0, then X equals to, it is +2. This is the oxidation number of the zinc or the central metal ion, and that should be enclosed in a parenthesis with the Roman numerals. Okay, so name of this complex is potassium tetrahydroxidozincate 2. Your next example is K3Al C2O4 tris. Again, here potassium is the cation and this complex ion is the anionic complex. Okay, first you have to name the cation, that is potassium, and next you have to name this anionic complex. While naming this one, again first you have to name the ligands. Okay, while naming the ligands, here C2O4, okay, these are oxalate ions. Okay, so while naming this one, again we are having the numerical prefix, that is 3. So it is potassium trioxalato, C2O for oxalato ion, it is the anionic ligand. So here potassium trioxalato, again it is an anionic complex. Name of the central metal ion should end with the ATE, so it is aluminate. And you have to calculate the oxidation number now. So potassium 3 into +1 plus aluminium, oxidation number of aluminium you have to calculate, plus 3 into charge on oxalate ion, it is -2. Okay, charge on the whole complex, it is 0. It is 3 plus X minus 6 equals to 0. 3 minus 6, it is X minus 3 equals to 0. X equals to +3. This is the oxidation number of the central metal ion, that is aluminium, and it is 3. And name of the compound is potassium trioxalato aluminate 3. Next example is NiCO4. Look at this complex. You cannot find cationic part and the anionic part. Okay, it is a neutral complex. While naming the neutral complex, a name of the complex should be in one word. Okay, you are not supposed to put or give space in between the name of the ligands as well as the name of the metal ion. Okay, so here NiCO4, first you have to name the ligands. There are 4 carbonyl ligands are there, so it is tetra carbonyl. Next one is the nickel central metal atom. Okay, you have to name as it is because it is a neutral complex. So tetra carbonyl nickel, and oxidation state of this nickel. Okay, here carbon monoxide, it is a neutral ligand. When it is a neutral ligand, charge of this carbon monoxide is 0. 4 into 0, it is the 0, and there is no charge on the complex. It means 0 equals to 0. Finally, you will get the charge on the, or that is oxidation state of the nickel as 0. So it is tetracarbonyl nickel 0 complex. And next example is AgNH3 twice and AgCN twice. Okay, in this compound both are the complexes. I mean, cation part is a complex and anionic part is also a complex. Okay, while naming these type of complexes, first you have to name the cationic part, then you have to name the anionic part. Okay, so here in this complex or in this coordination compound, okay, AgNH3 twice, it is the cationic part and this one is the anionic part. Okay, so here while naming this one, first as per the rule you have to name the ligands first. So there are two amine ligands are there. Okay, so it is the diamine, silver, and just leave the space for oxidation state of this Ag. Okay, and next name the anionic part. It is dicyano, and name of this that is metal ion. Okay, this is the anionic complex. When it is anionic complex, name of the metal ion should end with the ATE. Okay, and while naming this silver, we are writing that is argentate. Okay, I will continue in next line. It is Latin word we have to use, argentate, and again leave the space for oxidation state. Okay, so it is diamine, silver, dicyanoargentate. Okay, now you have to calculate the oxidation number. Look at this one, NH3, it is the amine. When it is amine, it is not having the charge, or there is no charge on this ligand, so it is 2 into 0 0. Okay, and cyanide, it is having the -1 charge, -1 into 2, it is the 2 minus charges or 2 negative charges are there. Okay, so to balance, to have the neutral complex, okay, cyanide, it is going to share one negative charge with the one positive charge of this silver. Okay, and it is going to have the one minus charge or one negative charge excess on its anionic complex. Okay, then this one excess negative charge, it is nullified by the one excess positive charge which is present on the cationic part. Here this silver, it is going to have the +1 charge, so it is diamine silver 1, dicyanoargentate 1 complex. Okay, so here finally you can also calculate oxidation number, as here negative part is the cyanide because amine is the neutral one. So we are having the 2 minus charges overall. Okay, these 2 minus charges are shared by the, are nullified by the 2 Ag ions, and both should give the same or equal contribution, that is Ag plus and Ag plus. Finally you will get the 2 positive charges to nullify the 2 negative charges, and you will get the neutral complex. Okay, so this is the how to name the coordination compounds. Okay, in next class we can see the some more examples. Thank you.